at your leisure thereafter. In the meantime, this is the Monochrome Set, live at Maida Vale with Lotus Bridge.
Come and join us. Hazy watercolor, sunset and deep, blue with dampness around my feet, swirling waters so wide, lazily undulating slowly upon the stream, lotusly floating in a dream, strung across the divide, and they are skipping across Lotus Bridge to the other side. Little cartoon people all smiling inside, their feet are slipping upon silky leaves to the other place. Little cartoon people will joy sweeping down their shiny, blessed faces. Come and join us, wearing upon this pontoon barefoot I tread, hypnotic melodies in my head pull me over the lane. Pirouetting across the bridge in the setting sun, caught up in the forgetful fun, water drenching my sleeves, and I am skating across Lotus Bridge to the other side. Two small cartoon people I glassily slide, and they are waiting upon the green banks of the other place. Little cartoon people with joy lighting up their shiny, blessed faces. Dance on the lotus around and around, swirl like a flying pinwheel. Dance on the lotus around and around, spinning is also unreal. Come and join us, feeling something alien this way glides, whispers to me, my dearest child, welcome to the new Mars. I replied, I have lost somebody and cannot stay. Back through darkness I'll find my way, guided by the blue stars, and I am creeping back across Lotus Bridge to the other side. From small cartoon people I silently stride, and they are sleeping upon the soft banks of the other place. Little cartoon people are murmuring, come back soon, my boy, make haste. Come and join us.
Sounding absolutely splendid in session, live from the BBC's Maida Vale studios, the Monochrome Set with Athanatoy, and before that, Lotus Bridge. Hello to you all. Hello to Bid. How are you?
Hello. Lovely to be back.
Lovely to have you back. Would you mind introducing the rest of the band, please?
Well, there's Andy Warren, the famous Andy Warren.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
There's Athan Aaron on keyboards. There's Dave Morgan on drums. And there's Ruth Tidmarsh on second vocals.
Lovely to hear a drum roll from Dave Morgan. This is his latest Maida Vale outing, lest we forget, previously with the Loft and the Rocking Birds, possibly the Weather Prophets as well, but it's not all about Dave Morgan. Now
It is.
I suppose it is. All the songs in tonight's session from Lotus Bridge, we heard the title number, and then Athanatoy as well. Now, the characters and stories and the images of this record are the result of a dream. It really did happen that way.
Yes, well, the characters for the song Lotus Bridge, and then when I came to write the song, I didn't initially want to write a particular song about that, but I just did. And I ended up writing this epic poem, which came from that first song. And as I wrote it, I thought, this is a load of songs I'm writing. So I split them all up into individual songs and presto the album.
And it's an album in which the lyrics and the melodies and the whole flow of the album, it's not that it's not been important with previous Monochrome Set records, but it really does flow beautifully, this record, doesn't it?
Oh, thank you, yeah. Well, it is kind of a journey, if you like. So it's a journey from possibly crossing a bridge into the unknown, a la Elon Musk saying, let's all go to Mars. You think, what are you talking about? And reassessing our past.
It does end, to my ears, on an uplifting moment. Is that the case? The way you see it?
Yes, it is, although it's not absolutely certain what happens at the end. But yes, I'm personally very optimistic about the future.
One of the things we've discussed before is how no other band sounds like the Monochrome Set. And this may be true, of course, other groups will say so, but it definitely applies here. And that continues on this record. I really like the use of, as we've heard, of keyboards, Fender Rhodes tonight, and indeed on the LP.
Well, I mean, it was her decision. We put down the backing tracks, and then she came in and just started putting Rhodes on everything. So I thought, well, all right, let's go in that direction. It's the most amount of Fender Rhodes I've heard on an album since Steely Dan, and it's just, I didn't expect it at all, and it was just absolutely brilliant, and we just went that way. So, a large part of the album, the direction is down to Athan.
Strange Young Alien is the book which, for those who want to know more about your songs and your lyrics, and people are intrigued and baffled by stuff you write sometimes, but I think it's fair to say.
Yes.
You've written about them. You've written about you as well. Did you enjoy that process?
I really wanted to write those first 8 chapters. I wasn't really too bothered about making a lyric booklet, but I just wanted to get that down. And I thought combining it with lyrics made it into a proper book. But yeah, I just wanted to get it out of my system and hopefully to help other artists realise the whole process of creation.
And also the fact that those who may be intrigued and come to this book and think they may have the answers to all the intriguing elements of your lyrics, that's not necessarily the case, is it? They still may be intrigued and baffled having read it, but I think that's how it should be.
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, I don't think you should... There's a part of you which appreciates art, and it's not necessarily the consciousness. And if you think you like it, then some part of you does like it. And you don't necessarily have to know every single part of yourself.
This does, not to put a downer on things, this does look like it'll be your final trip to Maida Vale.
We were just talking about that earlier. Our first trip was 47 years ago.
Yeah.
And Maida Vale, yes, it might be in 2 weeks' time it gets closed down.
I believe that's what's on the cards, yes, of which more when I find out. But yeah, the first session you recorded there, February 1979, in Maida Vale 4.
Right.
What did you make of the place then? What do you make of it now?
Well, we're in a huge room now. We were in a tiny room then. But, I mean, it's just changed every time we come down here. It's a great pleasure to be here, It's a great shame, but times change, so we have to go with that.
Yeah, I should point out that Andy Warren's first appearance was about a year later. It's all in Ken Garner's excellent book, In Session Tonight, which I keep saying needs updating with all the other sessions from beyond those years. But thanks a million for coming in tonight, and well done on the new record. And we've got some tour dates, which I will read through after 2 more songs, please. What's the next one going to be?
It's going to be Polaris AA.
Here we go.
graveyard is the safest place I know. Erebus will be waiting, he will show you where to go. So he start patting as he trots along the path, past the crying angel with the lying epitaph. What is that flickering in the shade beyond? The cross set for you. He threw it at my feet and away he flew to Polaris. Right it calls for Polaris. Right it calls for both of you. Meet me in the darkness of the cemetery maze. Erebus hath thy vision, he will guide you to the haze. Carried by the poem, slowly fading into stone. Past forgotten creatures, you came here to be alone. What is that flickering near the blue moonlight? A cross set for you. He threw it at my feet and away he flew to Polaris. Right it calls for Polaris. Right it calls for both of you. Little bear, little bear, little bear, Stella Maris. In the mausoleum with the stained and broken glass, there I will be reading by a single candle mass. Gather up the stories that we fabled to exist, crumbled inventories of the evils to resist. What is that flickering in the blinding dark? Another cross set for you. He threw it at my feet and away he flew to Polaris. Right it calls for Polaris. Right it calls for both of you. Little bear, little bear, little bear, Stella Maris. Right. Just before the next song, I've got to down tune my guitar. The next song is called Jenny Greenlocks, which is named after Jenny Greenteeth, the main mermaid of Doxy Pool, which is a real mermaid. Opposed to fantasy mermaid in the north of Staffordshire somewhere. Jenny Greenteeth. Sorry about that. Right. God's sake. That'll do. Yep. When she breathes, all the letters come out tumbling. Shape start whispering secret poems written in the cold. Waterfalls of the joy veiled in winter and sweetly flowing, bitten to the fold. Did it rise from the deep? Don't me fall asleep and sing me a new song. When she sings, all the ripples radiate upon fading stories, flooding them with light. Little tales under calls of a leviathan, shaded glories, burning in the light. Jaded rise from the deep. Don't let me fall asleep and do not forget me.
The Monochrome Set live in session from Maida Vale with Jenny Greenlocks. All the tunes played tonight from the new album Lotus Bridge. Here are some tour dates then. Later on this month, on the 19th at Colchester Arts Centre, the 20th Ramsgate Music Hall. In July the 3rd, the Vine Tree in Frome. On the 4th, Cola in Portsmouth. In October, the Continental in Preston. On the 2nd, the 3rd, the International in Leicester. And also in October the 24th, Canterbury at the Gulbenkian. And then in November, shows on the 13th at the Louisiana in Bristol, the 14th, the Bunkhouse in Swansea, and the 28th at West Hampstead Arts Club in London. And mention of Bid's book, there is a talk about it at Ventnor Fringe on the Isle of Wight on Saturday, July 18th. Thanks a million for dropping by. That was absolutely splendid.
It's a great pleasure.
Six Music.